everybody, and welcome back to Silicon Beach Fest. We are in the TechZulu Penthouse here on the rooftop of Real Office Centers, and I am joined now by David Gonen of Showkit. How are you?
Hi, it's great to be here.
So we're going to do a demo here of Showkit. Do you want to tell us first a little bit about what the product's about?
Sure, Showkit's it's a software development kit, and it's actually a graduate of Curious Minds, which is a local incubator here in Los Angeles. We've been around for 7 years, and Showkit's our latest venture out of that. We were in private beta for the last couple months, and so what Showkit achieves to do, is trying to achieve, is it's a software development kit that enables mobile developers to add human interaction into their apps. So what I mean by that are things like audio conferencing, video conferencing, screen sharing, and something that we feel like we're very on the cutting edge of innovation is gesture sharing, which is going to be part of the demo I'd like to show you. So gesture sharing, what that means is that instead of, for example, in a customer support scenario, you're frustrated with an app, you're trying to navigate a financial account or a game or anything, and you tap support, instead of it being like an asynchronous type experience where you have to describe your problem, email, wait for, or chat, and try to describe like a very visual problem in chat, this is a one-tap live where someone on the other side, whether it's an agent or even your friend, can see what's going on your app. And what gesture sharing, which is very unique, allows that person, you can grant them control over the app, so they can tap, swipe, and actually control and fix the problem for you. This is very analogous to things that people are pretty comfortable with on the web, like Log Me In, Join Me, those kind of things. But we're innovating and bringing that to the mobile devices. And there's a lot of technical challenges to bring that from web to a mobile environment, especially an environment like Apple's. But we've overcome a lot of those challenges and just making it really easy for developers to not have to set up servers and codecs and hardware acceleration, things like that. But I like to if I can just
let's go right into the demo.
So the demo, you should probably see that this is just a demo app. It's an example of Showkit. You can build anything that you can dream up with Showkit, and we're expecting a lot of creative uses out of the developers already in our beta. Right now we're in an audio video session, but can we switch to gesture sharing? And I'll show the screen sharing and gesture sharing. So I'm connected with my iPhone to an iPad, a remote iPad, just through a regular internet connection, and you should be able to see that iPad. And I can actually tap and manipulate what's going on that iPad. So I'm tapping on a button there, and the user can tap on the button, or I can tap on the button, and I can do swiping, and or I can just indicate with the indicator, say, if I'm an agent trying to help somebody else with their app, I can indicate with the pointer. I can just pretty much anything that's happening in the app, the remote agent can be granted access, just like on those other properties on the web, like Log Me In and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this reminds me exactly of Log Me In.
Yeah. So, and the difference is that tapping and swiping is a unique set of challenges, and this is one example of the use of it. But it could be even like a game. Game streaming is pretty popular now with Twitch TV and services like that. But this enables that, or even to play the game together. So you can play like Fruit Ninjas together, or even a turn-based game where I can play my turn, I can watch the opponent play their turn, and things like that. But we've seen a lot of creative ideas that we haven't even thought about. That's why we're just trying to make it a kit that anyone can kind of play around with at this point.
Now I understand the name Showkit.
Yeah, hopefully it clicks. It's definitely a very visual product where you have to kind of see it to really get what it does.
Anything else that you want to show us in the demo?
No, I mean that's about it. We kind of threw the kitchen sink in there. You can tap any button, pretty much do anything. And just an important thing to note is that the entire time I'm doing these live manipulations, gesture sharing, and screen sharing, we're also in an audio-video session as well. That's just showing the capability. That's up to the developer how they want to implement it. And I mean, I can get into a lot of nitty-gritty about some of the technical things that separate us from many competitors. We use hardware acceleration as opposed to software acceleration. So basically, in layman's terms, it means your phone won't get super hot.
Hey, that's really important.
Yeah, or and slow down to like 4 frames a second. But yeah, other than that, we just try to make things simple as possible for developers to get this out there.
And where did this idea come from for you?
It actually, so as I said, we're Incubator Curious Minds. We've been doing really deep, advanced telephone applications, so telephone routing, finding things on demand for back before the age of smartphones. And one product that graduated our incubator is called Ring-a-Doc. And they're a telemedicine service that is very heavy into routing. So it's a similar service in that, a similar technology, and that we actually build that technology in-house from scratch that enables you to get connected to a doctor in real time by routing to a doctor that's available to do a video conference. So we built that video conferencing technology in-house, and since they got funded and are up north, we kind of went back to looking at that core technology that we built for that use case, and we're like, wow, there's a lot more. There's got to be something here that we can put out to for other people to use instead of one vertical. And from just hammering away at that, we came up with that. We realized it was possible to do screen sharing and then gesture sharing, which just kind of sprung out of that. It's definitely a hardcore engineering problem. It's too bad I'm not an engineer to get into how much fun I'm sure that was. I just get to play with it.
Hey, we all get to play with it now, and I think that my mom, my dad, my grandmother, my grandfather, people like that are getting a smartphone for the first time perhaps, or just getting used to what they're like, finally there is something that can help them more effectively. So thank you to Showkit for that.
First order of business is getting this installed in every app my mom owns, so that I'm always like one tap away instead of just a phone call trying to describe the circular thing that's not behaving correctly.
I mean, it's hard enough trying to do it with a website, and luckily we have services for that, but no one had done it that I knew of for an iPhone or a regular mobile phone. So thank you so much for that. I think mothers and fathers around the country, around the world will be very, very happy, or actually their kids will be even happier. So thank you for giving us Showkit.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
So everybody make sure that you check out Showkit. This is David over here, and I am Amanda Coolong here at the TechZulu Penthouse at Silicon Beach Fest.